People always get this so wrong. There are different types of procrastination and there are different solutions for each of them. Your procrastination problem might be entirely different from your friends. So the first step is to understand the problem well. It was scientifically proven that people who are smart, people with higher IQ, tend to procrastinate much more than people who are dumb. And this is the exact reason why your completely dumb and innocent friend is able to finish all his homework and all his assignments on time. And he doesn't even procrastinate before starting a new chapter because he's dumb as fuck. He doesn't know that it would take him 16 hours to finish that chapter. He's a fool. He just got started. But you're smart. You know that it would take a lot of time to finish that chapter. So you spend a day looking for smarter ways to study that chapter. Now this one day becomes 2 days become 3, 4 and 5, and then finally comes the exam. Your dumb friend took 32 hours to finish the chapter, which you could have just finished in 16 hours if you might have started studying. You are smart, but then the results are announced. Your dumb friend scored 95 and you scored 5. So you tell me, who's actually dumb here? You or him? See, the only difference between you and your true potential is a matter of 2 minutes. You can move fucking mountains. JEE and NEET is just peanuts for you. And you don't lack IQ. You just lack the right mindset. Let's first list down the types of procrastinators and then talk about the individual solutions to them. So listen to this carefully. See, the first one is the perfectionist. Someone who has unrealistic high standards for themselves. See, most of the times you can get 80% of the results by just putting 20% of the efforts. And from that 80% onwards, for every minor increment in the results that you have to see, you'll have to spend exceptionally larger amounts of efforts. And this is where the law of diminishing results pops in. That after a certain point, investing more and more time will give you progressively smaller results. For example, if you can score 90 out of 100 in a subject by spending 8 hours, you'll have to spend 7 to 8 more hours to get this to 100 on 100. So instead, spend that extra 8 hours in a different subject, and that's how you can actually double your marks by studying for the same amount of time. Remember, the world favors speed over perfection, be it studies, startups or marketing. I mean, you can disagree with me, but you can never change the fact. So adapt or lose. Now the second type of procrastinator is the avoider. Someone who avoids the task due to the fear of failure. For example, some of you are afraid of rotational mechanics and physics and you're constantly procrastinating before starting it. Now the best way to overcome this is to divide that entire chapter into multiple parts. I mean, just breaking down that bigger problem into smaller multiple parts will end your procrastination problem. You just got to start with breaking down the problem and then starting with the smaller problem. Now talking about the third type of procrastinator, someone who doesn't even realize that he is procrastinating, the busy procrastinator. Now this guy is just busy all the time working on low priority tasks. Understand, activity doesn't mean achievement. And this is one of the major reasons why some of your classmates who appear as if they are studying all the time still end up scoring less in the examinations. They are working, yes, but on the wrong things. See, if you're someone preparing for an examination, you first need to understand what kind of questions will be asked in the exam so you can optimize your preparation for it. Make a list of important parts of a chapter that usually gets asked in the examination. And once you understand those concepts well, start practicing questions. You can't score marks just by reading something. You need to solve as many number of questions as possible. Not just the number of questions, but also different types of questions at various difficulty levels. Now the fourth type of procrastinator is the deadline chaser. This is the most common type of procrastination where someone doesn't start working on something unless and until the deadline is coming. But the best part is this is also very easy to solve. Again, break the bigger problem, break the bigger task into multiple smaller parts and then assign individual deadlines to all of these smaller tasks. I mean, this is again not as easy as I just said because it's easier said than done, right? But do you have an option? Do you have an option to procrastinate till the exam, score less and regret your entire life that you just wasted your own potential? I mean, do you really want these thoughts of regrets to chase you your entire life till your deathbed? I mean, if you don't, then start working hard. It's only difficult in the beginning. Once you start, everything starts getting easier. Trust me with this. Now the last one I would say is the overthinker. Someone who thinks about everything else except for studying and finishing the task. Like before a couple of years, I used to have this friend who used to think that what if I fail in this exam even after studying for 12 hours a day? Will people call me dumb? Will I be called a loser? Will people hate me for this? Will I prove to the world that I can't do anything in my life? Brother, shut the fuck up. Just start working hard. You can't predict the results. You might be dumb, but who knows, you can be at IIT Bombay someday. You just need a bit of positivity in your life, not just in your JEE preparation. This JEE preparation is just preparing you for the real life. Embrace the journey. The journey matters much more than the result. And trust me with this, I've seen a lot of my friends who worked really hard for JEE, and then when the final exam came, due to health reasons or something like that, their exam did not go well. And then they joined a normal college. But 4 years, a degree after that, they are earning around 4 to 5 times more than someone who studied in an IIT. So the person that you'll become after this JEE preparation, that is what is more important. So just stop overthinking about how many marks you'll get, about this thing, that thing, and all of those things. Just stop overthinking. Just start working hard. Use the 2-minute rule and just start working hard. That's it. Now look at all of these types of procrastinators, understand what problem do you exactly have, and utilize the solutions which are present here. This is the only guide that you need to stop procrastinating in your life. And if you might have been watching me for a while now, you know that I've been working on this mentorship program called as the Study Transformation Mentorship Program for both normal students and also students who are preparing for IIT JEE. But then before 6 months, I realized that a normal mentorship won't be enough. I also need to add a Netflix-style documentary series on how to study more efficiently. Because most of the schools, most of the colleges only teach you the subject. Who will teach you how to study them? Who will teach you how to be more productive, manage your time, how does your brain work, and what are the best food, sleep, and lifestyle that you need to adapt to become the best and the fastest learner possible? The schools and colleges are charging lakhs of rupees, but then they're missing out on the basics. Why do you think a student who's smart and who also works hard is still not able to top in the examinations? Why do you think students are committing suicides, getting into stress and depression? The education system is broken and we have to fix it. So I'm planning to launch this mentorship in the first week of October. But again, I only have like a very small team of 8 members. So for now, I don't think I'll be able to do justice for every single person. So if you're interested, you can pre-register by using the link in the description. And yeah, that is it. Take a screenshot of this slide. If you ever start procrastinating again, this is the screenshot that you have to refer to. And also remember this line. You don't have to be great to start, but you need to start to be great. Bye.